Hi everyone, in this video we'll see about AC fundamentals. So first we'll see what is the difference between direct current and alternating current. Coming to the direct current has the same direction of flow irrespective of the instant of the time constant. So whereas an alternating current changes in direction regularly and periodically after every half cycle. And coming to the second one, for steady direct current, the magnitude, not magnetic, the magnitude remains the same. So whereas magnitude of an alternating current changes continuously. So this is about direct current and alternating current. Next, coming to the definitions of different factors like amplitude, time period, frequency, instantaneous values, we'll see one by one. What is meant by amplitude? The maximum value of alternating EMF, that is EM, so it is denoted with EM, is termed as amplitude or peak value. So we can observe the below waveform. EM is the amplitude of the waveform. So the maximum value of the alternating EMF is known as amplitude. So next we'll see what is the cycle. One complete set of values of E, both positive and negative of cycle, corresponding to one complete rotation of this coil, is termed as cycle. So each cycle is having positive half cycle and negative half cycle. The complete set of both positive and negative half cycle values is known as one cycle. Frequency. The number of cycles per second is termed as frequency. The unit of frequency is hertz, right? Frequency is denoted with respect to small letter f. If the rectangular coil makes n revolutions per second, then the frequency of the induced EMF is equal to F is equal to n hertz. Time period. So time period means, so time required to take one complete cycle, one complete full cycle is known as time period. It is denoted with respect to capital letter T. So we can also define time period is inverse of frequency. So that's what T is equal to 1 by T is here. So next one, instantaneous values. The value of alternating quantity at any instant is called instantaneous value. The value of the alternating quantity at any instant in a waveform, at any instant in a wave instant is called instantaneous value. So instantaneous values of alternating voltage and current represented by E and I respectively, right? So next one, generation of sinusoidal voltage. So how we are generating the sinusoidal voltage? So we'll discuss here. Alternating voltage may be generated by using two ways. One is by rotating a coil in a magnetic field. So here we have two figures. So by rotating the coil and by rotating the magnetic field. So field is rotating and stationary coil. So you can see in this figure 2. So these are the generation of sinusoidal voltage. So coming to the two cases here. So in first figure shows magnetic field is magnetic flux, or magnetic field is constant and coil is moving. So in second case, coil uh, the magnetic field is rotating and coil is stationary. So here, according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction principle, the dynamically induced EMF is given by E is equal to BLV sin theta. So once coil makes rotates, EMF will induce. So hence, so coil cuts the magnetic flux. According to the Faraday's first law, whenever conductor cuts the magnetic field, EMF will induce. So that is known as induced EMF is equal to BLV sin theta, where B, L, V are constants and E you can write proportional to the sin theta, where theta is equal to 0 degrees. When coil is parallel to the magnetic flux lines, induced EMF is equal to 0. So when theta is perpendicular to the magnetic flux lines, so that is equal to 90 degrees. So E is equal to BLV BLV. So E is maximum. So EM is equal to BLV, E is equal to, so we can write EM sin theta. In place of BLV substituting the EM, right? So this is the basic equation for the alternating EMF. So okay. So next, so basic equations. So we can write sinusoidally induced EMF or sinusoidally induced current. We can write in different ways. So these are the very important equations for to do the problems. Coming to the induced EMF. So earlier we have seen E is equal to M sin theta, E is equal to M sin omega t. In place of theta, if you substitute omega t, E is equal to M sin 2 pi f t. So in place of omega, substitute 2 pi f. So E is equal to M sin 2 pi by t. So in place of f, if you substitute 1 by t, 2 pi by t into small letter t. Coming to the alternating current equations. So by using the sinusoidal induced EMF E is equal to M sin theta. So here you can write current I is equal to M sin theta. I is equal to M sin omega t. So in place of theta, what we are substituting? Omega t. So next one, omega is equal to 2 pi f. I is equal to Im sin 2 pi f t. So in place of f, if you substitute 1 by t, I is equal to Im sin 2 pi by t into f. So these are the different forms of induced EMF and induced current equations. So these induced EMF, induced current equations will use different forms of equations will use in the while we are doing the problems. Okay. So next video we'll see the average value derivation and RMS value derivations. Okay. Thank you. So I request you all, so practice the definitions very well. Many times they asked in examinations. So define the following. They will ask frequency, time period, cycle, instantaneous value and amplitude. So practice definitions very well. So next we'll see the very important topic, derivation of average value and RMS values. Okay. Thank you everyone.